Alright. Test, can you hear me? Hello, Kachan, Dektori, Brian, and something. Yeah, finally I'm back with some more Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi live stream. I actually spent a lot of time grinding on Kotaro, and I want to finish all the Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes characters as soon as possible so that we can be half finished of the series. We're still halfway there. We are still halfway there until we get to finish everyone in Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. Now, I want to have a little announcement. Next 2 or 3 weeks, I will not be streaming because I have a job out of town, right? Starting from 7th of July, I'll be having another job that requires me to go out of town. I think it's around 2, maximum 2.5 weeks. Hopefully it's less than 2 weeks that I can get back here and play some video games. But yeah, just a little announcement in regards to that. I'm actually trying to get one Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes video before 7th of July. I'll see how fast I can work on that video. It's the Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes gameplay explanation. I'm trying to get, like I said, I'm trying to work that video a little bit faster, even though I have not even finished this with the script. Again, this last weekend I'm just being a lazy ass bum. I'm pretty damn tired. I have lack of sleep, so this Sunday special. Well, yesterday I was doing something, but today I was just kind of resting, just gonna be in bed for almost the entire day because I'm pretty damn tired. But yeah, so enough of that. Let me check on the voice first. Okay, so voice works, and since we finished Nagamasa last time, so tonight we are going to play as Oichi. Okay, so you know what? I will always say this about Oichi. Although her gameplay is better with the demon hands, I always prefer her naginata. I wish we had her naginata back, but with the gameplay style of Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. But anyways, it is what it is. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Skip this. I do like Oichi's menu theme. Alright, where do we start first? Let's start with Naotora's stage. It's very melancholic. Oichi's menu theme. Now, let's go over her weapons. One thing I'm not a big fan of this weapon for Oichi is that, as you can see here, so this is her base weapon, this is her second weapon, third weapon, and fourth weapon. They are very identical to one another, like except the fourth weapon where you have nails, and her joke weapon, her skeleton hands. Yeah, it's big. There's not a lot of variety when it comes to this design for this weapon choice for Oichi. That's why I always prefer her naginata. So of course our secondary character is Nagamasa. Alright, we're gonna use each of their base weapons. First weapon. So Oichi's costumes. This is her first costume. Second costume. I really like this costume. Though I miss her Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes costume. The third costume. Yeah, so this is her alternate costume in Basara 3 Utage, and I'm not a big fan of this outfit, honestly. It's a slight alteration of her base outfit, but yeah, it's just not good in my opinion. So we're just gonna use her base outfit. Do I understand Japanese? Hello, Tanbob. Kinda. So yeah, Nagamasa's base outfit. Nagamasa's second outfit looks pretty damn cool. His third outfit looks pretty good as well. With the ninja mask and the black and yellow color, he looks like a bumblebee. And of course, his DLC outfit, Kota Ibushi from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Gonna use base weapons. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna start with Naotora's.
乙女を侮った罪は重い。その少年、絶対に正してやる。もしかして、あなた、姉様のお友達の人？だったら、そう、失礼のないようにしなくちゃ。
Okay, so here we go. Like I said, she uses demon arms as weapons instead of the naginata. So, as usual, every character has a chain of normal attacks with square and 9 different special attacks. So, let's go with her normal attacks first. Yeah, she just controls demon arms like that. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has 8 chains of normal attacks. Now let's go to... How are you? I'm doing good. Let's go to her first special attack, the triangle. So what this does is you grab enemies. Okay? Yeah, you grab enemies with the triangle. So if you just press triangle, you grab enemies and hold them there. But if you hold the triangle button, you smash them. Okay, now to her second special attack, the forward triangle. It's a pretty quick attack, so yeah, you can do it while running as well. So it's just like a quick grab. You see? Just like a quick grab. Yeah, nothing too special. Yeah, so you can like... So here's the thing. When you perform the normal triangle, as you smash your enemies, you can walk and then perform the front triangle. Something like that. Alright, now to her third special attack, the hold square. Now, the hold square here acts like an extender to her normal attack. So every time you perform a normal attack, she created this dark vortex. So let's say, if you press square, you see? It's just a regular attack. But if you hold square, see? There's a vortex. Now, every time you can combo this. So every time you press S, you hold the square button. So let's do the normal attack, but by holding square 8 times. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was wrong. All right, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, and you can mix it out, as in, like, let's say you want to have square, 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 hold square, hold square, hold square, or zigzag, hold square, square, hold square, square, like this. Hold square, 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 hold square, square, hold square. You see? That's just an example. Right, now let's go to her R1. Attacks. Oh yeah, I forgot. Her aerial attacks. So, jump square. Yeah, she has an aerial combo, as in like an aerial chain. And also, jump triangle. Alright, now, let's go to her R1. You press R1. You see that? It's like a fast clap with the demon hands, like that, right? Clap. Now, you can extend. You have a different move, not extend. You have a different move when you hold the R1 button. So this is like a clap, but if you hold the R1 button, you'll fly. You see that again? And the R1 can be done in the air. So X R1, a clap, but X hold R1, you fly. And you can combo that. Let's say, you do the fly first, and then clap, and then normal attack. Right, now let's go to the block specials, the L1. You have L1 triangle and L1 square. L1 triangle. Yeah, you squeeze your enemies with the demon hands. See? You squeeze enemies like that. And once again, you can do this in the air, like this. Now, for her second block special, L1 square. It's a launcher. Like, you'll notice that a lot of characters L1 square are launchers. So, L1 square. Which, by the way, you can do an L1 square in the air like this. Yeah, it's a different attack. So L1 square is a launcher, and then L1 square is an aerial. Like an aerial special. So let's do some combos from the movesets that we have learned. So let's say I'm starting off with a normal attack. So 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see. Let's start with triangle. I smash enemies like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. L1 square. L1 square. L1 triangle. Hold R1 and then R1. That's just a sample combo. No. Nagamasa is attacking enemies. Alright. I see. That's an example of the smashing enemies with the demon hands. Right, now let's go to her R2s. Her first R2 is this. It's a circular attack. Now, when you use this, you can actually suck the enemy's life. So let's say there's an enemy there. If you hold the R2 button while holding an enemy, so sorry, I can't use that because his life is too short. This move is actually pretty good when you try to suck the enemy's life on you. Unfortunately, you cannot do that in the air. So now, second attack. Second R2 attack. Again, you create a black hole of darkness. So basically, you can suck enemies here as well. You can suck enemies to this black vortex. Now the final R2 attack. Yeah, so what this does is you create automatic, like, portals that summon demon hands. This is actually a good move. Usually I use that to, I'd say, sweep over enemies. You can turn... Okay, when you press R2 again, you create black lasers. So I think that's enough for Oichi for now, because there's not a lot of things to explain with Oichi. So with that being said, let's get started. Well, I'll show you her first R2 attack where you can suck enemies. Alright. I can't suck these guys because they're too weak. There you go, see? You can regenerate your health while performing this. Let's suck enemies. He's a very ranged character, Oichi. Slash. Clap. Finish this.
みんな呼んでいるからもう行っていい？
私の目標、逃げる時には泣き叫ばない。
なでしこ隊、あの男衆を加勢しろ。手当てを急げ。はい。
I'm not a big fan of her Muso or her Basara attack as well. It's just ramming enemies.
男衆だって私の戦いを見ればいつかはなでしこの花は散ってなお気高く美しいんだ。
女衆に全部任せた方がいいわ。安泰だよね。その女衆に手を挙げやがって。あいつ見上げた根性だぜ。
Nggak ada yang like.
生まれたばかりの赤ん坊が泣く理由を知ってるか？この世に直虎様がいるのを感じたからさ。
Tigers.
あなたなどには
Let's run.
負けなくてよ。私が倒れて男衆に示しがつくか。
聖一、貴様の心一つ救え。この脆弱な戦を。
Why are Sengoku Basara maps simple? Because the maps are designed for bosses in mind. I'll explain later. And not to mention Capcom's, I'd say, idea for Sengoku Basara is more of an arcade style hack and slash. This darn tiger. Let's finish up enemies on the outside first, then we'll deal with Naotora.
この国が主ナオトラが相手だ。しっかりしろ男衆。ナオトラ様に恥をかかせるな。
男って結構褒められて伸びるってとこあるよね。ナオトラ様、いつも通りで本当にすみません。
恥と思うなら剣を持て。死にたくなければ立ち上がれ。
Hello, Shiro. Yeah, I'm a big Sengoku Basara mark. Welcome to the stream. Also, as I welcome you, Shiro, I've been noticing this with my Basara content lately. A lot of the people that I track are either fighting game fans or Devil May Cry fans. Honestly, not surprising, and I'm really happy for it. Yeah, you can say I'm. I always wanted to make Sengoku Basara content. Well, at least since last year, because I look at Sengoku Basara in terms of content as an opportunity, because barely any English-speaking channels cover this game. Yeah, I play Tekken 8 too. I love the fact, especially in Basara 4 Sumeragi, is that not only the combat itself is very in-depth, but the game encourages you to perform as many stylish combos as possible. Like, the more stylish combos you do in this game, the better rewards you get. Instead of just constantly pressing square or pressing triangle or square, 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 triangle, like your most Dynasty and Samurai Warriors games. Like, Sengoku Basara combat is, especially Basara 4 Sumeragi, is in another level. I will always say this: Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi, when it comes to combat, is my gold standard for a Muso game. Alright, let's take out Naotora. Just chime in. Love Sengoku Basara. It's the game.
国の行く末、もはや男などに任せておけない。私はナオトラ、誰よりもひたむきなる虎だ。
Hello, Tohu. Oh, Samurai Heroes. Nice. Basara 3. We did finish the anime, by the way, on Discord. We just finished season 2 of the anime. Next watch party is gonna be the last party.
君はそれでも本当にマリアの妹か。見習うべき手本なら身近にいくらでもあるはずだ。
Ting. Let's use the rider kick. Ah, wrong move.
何をこれほど怒っておるのでしょうな。
すぐ名前。あの子たちを泣かせるやつにかける慈悲はない。地獄の底でごめんなさいをしてくるんだな。
Let's crush her. Now suck her life force.
生まれ変わったら優しくなりたいな。そしたらきっとあいつだって。
Your gateway to the series is Samurai Heroes. Hope you have fun with it. Cool. My gateway to the series is Sengoku Basara to Heroes.
うちぬるは夏の夜の儚くも後の名を。
What a coincidence that while I never seen live related to Sengoku Basara, just as I watch things related to Sengoku Basara on YouTube, I've seen your live play. Nice, nice. Thank you, algorithm. You heard of Sengoku Basara before, but never played Sengoku Basara? This is the perfect time. Masamune. Samurai Heroes your first game? Big fun. And the amount of combos you can do, like, I'd say Samurai Heroes. So, for those of you who don't know, Samurai Heroes is an English localization of Sengoku Basara 3. It's actually the third game in the series. Now, the combat of Sengoku Basara 3 was massively improved from Sengoku Basara 2. Like, since you played Samurai Heroes, since you played Samurai Heroes, you realize that the combat is not like most Muso combat, where it's just square and triangle. You have multiple special attacks that you can do. You can do triangle, front triangle. Some characters can do hold square. You can do R1, L1 triangle, and R2, right? So the amount of like combos you can do in that game is a lot more complex compared to any Dynasty or Samurai Wars games, and even compared to like the previous Basara games where you only have square and triangle. The special attacks are interchangeable, so you can only, in Basara 2 Heroes and the previous games, you can only equip 2 special attacks by and you press triangle by doing so, and you press the L1 button by switching between special attack 1 and special attack 2. So in this game, they massively, and I mean it, massively improve the combat from Sengoku Basara 3 and Samurai Heroes. So if you're a Devil May Cry fan, I usually recommend playing Basara 4 Sumeragi if you haven't played Basara 4 Sumeragi. The amount of combos you can do in Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi is absolutely insane. Like, look at this. This is the amount of attacks you can do, right? Hold square, triangle, front triangle, R1, L1 triangle, there's L1 square, and 3 different R2s. Now, the only difference between Basara 3 and Basara 4 is that, first of all, there are several differences in terms of combat. First of all, you have L1 square, something that wasn't present in the previous game, Basara 3, and also, in Basara 3, you can only choose between 1 R2 attacks, right? You have to pre-equip them before the battle starts. But in this game, you can interchange R2 during combat. So basically, you have everything on combat. Every skill is available in combat as you play the game. And some special attacks can be done in the air. Like in Basara 3 and Basara 3 Utage, let's say the R1, the L1 triangle, the R2, some of them cannot be done. All of them cannot be done in the air. But in this game, some characters have aerial R1s, some characters have aerial R2, some characters have aerial L1 triangle. Alright, I'm subscribing because I feel the start of something. Great. Again, if you're a Devil May Cry fan, I highly recommend you play Sengoku Basara. Now, I want to say this as well, because I've seen people asking me this. If I want to get into Sengoku Basara, what game do I start? Now, yeah, exactly, I know. Sengoku Basara is made by Capcom. I wish they make Sengoku Basara 5, but what do you mean copyright? No, this is not by Koei. This is by Capcom. I don't see it. Like, you cannot copyright Sengoku Jidai. You cannot copyright Sengoku Jidai. Basara and Samurai Warriors have been coexist for the last 20 years. I mean, this game was made by the same team who made Devil May Cry. Like, if you don't believe me, okay, I want to switch a second character. So this is Nagamasa. Like, okay, let's go to Masamune for a while. One thing I like about Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi is you have alternate costumes. Wait, let me remove the. What I mean is that Koei Tecmo sued Capcom for Basara. No, it's not. Koei Tecmo never sued Capcom for Basara. And you cannot, like, logically, you cannot sue. Koei cannot sue Capcom for Sengoku Basara. Now, what happened, I remember back 10 years ago, Capcom was the one who sued Koei Tecmo, and not because of Samurai Warriors, and not because of, like, the Muso games in general. it's mainly because, like, again, this is the time I'm not defending Capcom. So they basically tried to patent importing. So importing content from previous game, Capcom tried to patent that. So they sue Koei Tecmo for the implementation of Extreme Legends, because according to Capcom, when it comes to importing or creating an improved version of the current title is a Capcom thing and should only be Capcom. Again, it's a weird thing. It's a really, really weird thing, but oh well. But I don't think Sengoku Basara is going to be sued by Koei. Any Devil May Cry Dynasty on system? Like, here's the thing. In this game, some of the DLC is this. See? You have Capcom DLCs in this game. Hello, Shtick. Like, look at Masamune here. You have Masamune as Dante from DMC1, and he has 6 Alastors. I'm gonna still play as Oichi and Nagamasa. I do like Oichi's menu theme here. It's very melancholic. Where's Nagamasa? Masamune Dante. Yeah. So, and where was I? I kind of forgotten about things. Yeah, as I was saying, man, I'm jealous. I really wished, hello, Mel, featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Man, I'm jealous. I really wish I bought the anniversary edition when it came out. I only have the PS3 Sumeragi at the moment. I'm playing the PS3 version, by the way. I'm playing this on an emulator. So I was asked this. If you want to get into Sengoku Basara, where do you start? I usually recommend 2 games. I consider Basara 4 Sumeragi as the best in the series because of the combat alone. But I started the series with Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Now, if you're a mostly Dynasty or Samurai Wars player, you're mostly into Muso games like from Koei, and you're more in casual when it comes to combat, you don't really care about stylish gameplay or combos or whatnot, I usually recommend Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes to start. Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes is the best start for you if you are a casual player or mostly a Koei Muso player. I recommend you to play Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Now, if you are someone who is very technical when it comes to hack and slash games, you love your Devil May Cry, you love your God of War, you love those stylish combos in hack and slash, I recommend you Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. Now, it's pretty weird that I would recommend you to jump into the, like, you could say the latest game, Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi, but this game is definitely for people who are into Devil May Cry style combat. Can you idolize the roster of these characters in a Soul Calibur-like game? I can see that. I mean, this game has 40 characters. If anything, this game has more characters than Soul Calibur. Like in most Soul Calibur games. Most Soul Calibur games has a roster of... Now I'm talking about the main characters only, like 25 to 28. By the way, I ain't subscribed to PS Plus, so please don't tell me about the special items. Might be able to get the games because it's pointless for me. Again, I'm not too familiar with how PlayStation works with their PlayStation Plus or PSN. But, because you can see, like I said, I'm playing this on an emulator. But if you're a PS4 owner, if you want to get the best experience of Sengoku Basara, I'd recommend you to get the physical copy of Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi Anniversary Edition. It's basically Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi with all the DLCs intact. Okay, let's this game also not only this game not only has Capcom DLCs from Devil May Cry, was it Devil May Cry, Street Fighter, Monster Hunter, but this game also has DLC from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Okay, I will check my cards online. Sengoku Basara 4, here I come. Make sure you get the Sumeragi, right? Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. You don't need to get the original Sengoku Basara 4. How much does it take to you to max the character? I don't know. Like a lot of hours. So I want to use this DLC. Yeah, Kota Ibushi. I like the... So, his default weapon with the base. Hello, Cher. With yeah, if you watch New Japan Pro Wrestling, this is Kota Ibushi. So Nagamasa's default weapon, instead of a sword and spear, it's a microphone and a ring bell. He looks like he's about to cut a wrestling promo. But let's what weapon do we use? I'll use this one instead. I'll use his alternate outfit. Same goes with Oichi. How much does it take to max your character? Yeah, was it a lot? Mel, I got into Basara thanks to your 2 Heroes video. Thank you so much, Mel. Play Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. That game is amazing. I even went on record to say that that is the best Muso game on the PS2. I'll always say this, Oichi's theme is amazing. It's very melancholic. Oh really? Sumeragi's on sale right now. Just need a Japanese account? Nice. Does it include all the DLCs? Yeah, hello Prime, exactly. Oh, you started with Basai Summoners and Fuyutage? Nice. Hisaide is pretty damn good. I actually like Hisaide in Sengoku Basara more than in Samurai Warriors. Look, dude is like Basara Hisaide is an absolute menace as a villain. Like he's very, you know, he's very cunning, he's very calculating. In Samurai Warriors, he's just kind of over the top. I mean, I don't mind over the top. Sengoku Basara is all Sengoku Basara as a series is all about over the top. Hello, Profar. I tried Streets of Rage 4. It's great, but they move slowly. Which character are you using, by the way? It depends on the character. If you're playing as Axel, yeah, Axel's kind of slow. And I hate to admit this, in Streets of Rage 4, Axel is my least favorite character to play as. I love his voice actor, Fujiwara Keiji. Yeah, rest in peace. Same goes with Nagamasa's actor. Rest in peace. Adam got the dash. Yeah, Adam and Cherry. I wanted to do the I wanted to do the super up. There you go. Let's do sit. As long as you hold the square button. Axel Stone cannot press left, right twice. Yeah. You cannot dash, yeah. Axel cannot dash. The characters that can dash are Cherry, Adam, and Shiva. I adore his voice, especially as the one principal from prison school. Oh, get off me.
までとは思っておりませなんだ。動くことイカズチのフルーガごとし攻めよう。我らが50人がかりで挑んでも到底及びますまい。
信じてから
I usually press R1 right after Nagama's normal attack, where he throws his shield for a quick power up. And also, what's her Shiro? If you're a Devil May Cry player, right? This game combo system is kind of like Devil May Cry. Like, look at that, Super Fever. Super Fever in this game is basically SSS in Devil May Cry. And the way this game works is that the game encourages you to perform more stylish combo. Like, the game encourages you to perform combos up till Super Fever, because the more combos you perform, the more, as in like the more stylish combos you perform, different combos you perform, the better the rewards you get. Like, look at here, this is Super Fever, right? Now, I want to pause here. Now, here is the reward, right? Here are the rewards. So, in order, it's point based, so the highest point is 25,000. So, smoking Sengoku style, yeah. So, in order for you to get to 25,000 points, you have to perform multiple combos at Super Fever. Again, it's kind of like Devil May Cry in a way where you get better grades by constantly performing combos up until triple S. And this has been a norm, you can say, since Basara 2, I guess. Mr. Tomahawk, Profar, you're probably one of the most underrated content creator I ever watched. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I'm just glad I can do this, honestly. I'm just really glad I can make content of games that I'm really passionate in. Sorry, I'm really passionate with. Or games that I really, really love. Yeah, there you go. You just said it, Prime. I've been practicing with Nagamasa that way. So, Oz, you asked how long did I take to max everyone? I've been playing this game since last year. And to be fair, Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi is pretty generous when it comes to EXPs and gold. Cool, we'll get to the Sumeragi after a bot while I finish my Samurai Heroes, baby. Nice. If you play Samurai Heroes since it's Basara 3, you might want to try Basara 3 Utage as well. If you can emulate. You can emulate it in PS3 emulator, or you can emulate it on the Wii emulator, because that game runs on Wii. And do not worry about Sengoku Basara 3 and 3 Utage on the Wii. It runs smooth like the PS3 version. It's almost identical. Don't worry, some people are worried, oh, if I play Sengoku Basara 3 Utage or Sengoku Basara 3 on the Wii, it's gonna be like Samurai Warriors 3. No, it's not like Samurai Warriors 3. That's another Capcom W and a Koei L. Last year, I bought this game 2 years ago, but I didn't play as much as you. Yeah, I was able to emulate this game since last year. Emulate on a PS3 emulator. I've been enjoying since. Like, there are two Muso games that I genuinely enjoy. Like, I spend a lot of hours into. Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi and Warriors Orgy 3 Ultimate. Like, I spend a lot of hours in Warriors Orgy 3 Ultimate. That game is amazing. And honestly, like, sometimes I bitch about Dynasty Warriors combat being simplistic, but I gotta give Warriors Orgy 3 and Warriors Orgy 4 in a way. I feel like Warriors Orgy 3 or Warriors Orgy in general in terms of combat has some form of depth, because I feel like Dynasty Warriors combat works well in a tag team environment. That's just me. Like, the tag combos and R1s in Warriors Oichi just made the combat a lot more depth. Just a tip, if you want to farm gold, you can use Maria. I don't need to farm. I want to farm every character. I'm like, I'm not in a hurry to farm everyone, but my goal with Basara 4 Sumeragi livestream is that by the time I am done with every character, all of them are maxed. So I can finally finish Basara 4 Sumeragi for good. Not that I'm not gonna play this game regardless. I just, like I said, I've been playing Basara 4 Sumeragi for the last, what, 3 months? But I mean, I want to marathon this game. It's my choice at the end of the day. But I do want to bring more variety in the channel as well, not just Sengoku Basara. Warriors RG3 Ultimate is one of the best, honestly. My number one, exactly. If you ask me what's my number one Muso game, it's Warriors RG3 Ultimate. Off-topic question, will you do a video on Tenchi Fatal Shadows? Ever since you did it on Wrath of Heaven, I end up playing Fatal Shadows instead. I would love to. I would love to. I mean, I streamed Fatal Shadows before. I probably need to make the footage for Fatal Shadows. I would love to make a video on Fatal Shadows. It's something that has been on my mind. Fatal Shadows has, like, it's pretty good as well. There are some things in Fatal Shadows, like in terms of gameplay, is improved compared to Wrath of Heaven. For example, like you can do double stealth kill in Fatal Shadows compared to Wrath of Heaven. Unfortunately, Fatal Shadows also take away a lot of some things in Wrath of Heaven. Like they took away the co-op, they took away the multiplayer, right? In Fatal Shadows. But in terms of gameplay elements, I'd say it's an improvement over Wrath of Heaven. Yeah, a roster of 145 characters and everyone is unique. That's really cool. Where are Shingen and Kenshin? Profar, have you ever played the Basara games in PSP? A bit. Not much, honestly, and the Basara games on the PSP feels more like an Ultimate Ninja Storm game. It feels more like an Ultimate Ninja Storm game than a Sengoku Basara game. Oh, I accidentally killed Kenshin. Or Shingen. It's one of those games that I don't think I would revisit for the PSP version of Basara. I'd rather just play the main versions of Sengoku Basara. It's kind of like Dynasty and Summer Wars as well. I don't really need to play the portable versions when I can play the main versions of the game. Ultimate Ninja Basara, where there are two Basara games on the PSP. Basara Battle Heroes and Chronicle Heroes.
だこれからよ。手加減などせん。全力で行く。わしも老いたわ。
However, I wish that Warsaw G4 was a bit better story-wise. The story, I will always joke about this. Warriors Orochi 4 story is basically Zeus saying, "Oh yeah, I'm bored, let's fight. Let's start a war between two worlds because I'm bored."
打ちぬるは夏の夜の儚くも後の名を
Do you think someone will make a modern Inuyasha game? I wish.
ご報告です。
I really do. I really still to this day wish we have a modern Inuyasha game, but only time will tell at that point. Maybe it will happen, maybe it won't.
何やら槍の又座が探し人に本
Katsuie.
勝家。
あなたは
Like I said, I would love to have a competitive Inuyasha fighting game.
あれれなんてこった。迷子じゃ。最下位の鬼が鬼ヶ島に乗ってやってきました。
Alright, let's go to Onigashima.
それ本当
I do like this stage. Give me better rewards. Yeah, I like to call that the gotcha hammer. I actually thought about co-op hack and slash game, but not like Muso game, maybe. But not like Muso games, maybe kind of like the Sengoku Basara game, Kikyo as Tsuruhime, but more offensive. Like more offense based. Like I would love, like I said, I would love for a Inuyasha hack and slash game. Now, the way I imagine an Inuyasha hack and slash, like I imagine two games, like other than fighting games, okay? I imagine two games that can work for Inuyasha. One, a hack and slash game, or two, an action RPG game. I've posted on my community tab that I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, can you imagine a game like that, but with Inuyasha? I would love to. Let's go all black. Like I said, I would love to see a Final Fantasy VII Remake kind of game, but with Inuyasha. Like, you can have like a team-based action RPG with Inuyasha, like Cloud with a big sword. That's, you can have Inuyasha something similar to that. Like you can have how many? 6 party members. Like, well, in Final Fantasy VII Remake you have 3, but in 7 Rebirth, like you pick 3 characters out of a big selection of characters. So let's say in Inuyasha you have 6 playable, or like you have 6 characters in your party in general, right? You have Inuyasha, Kagome, Miroku, Sango, Shippo, and what's her name? Kirara, right? In Final Fantasy VII, I seen gameplay of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with Red right? Red 13. Like, Red 13, like, if you make a game like that for Inuyasha, Red 13 is basically, like, you can make Kirara like that, right? You can make Kirara a Red 13-like character. So, yeah, and you can also have probably other party members to play as, like Koga or Sesshomaru or Kikyo, right? Interesting take. I agree on some degree, but the comment needs to be like Sengoku Basara. It can work. Like, again, for a hack and slash, I can imagine an Inuyasha hack and slash with Hi-Fi Rush, if you ever play Hi-Fi Rush. So basically you play as one character, Inuyasha, let's say, but the rest of the characters like Kagome, Miroku, Sango, Shippo, Kirara, Kikyo can be assist characters. Or maybe you can have two characters to play as, Inuyasha and Sesshomaru, and then the rest of the cast can be assist characters. Again, if you ever played Hi-Fi Rush, I also recommend you to play that game if you like Devil May Cry. But this game is funny, because when I was playing Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes the other day, my dad saw me play Ishida Mitsunari, and since my dad knows Japanese history... Oh, your dad is Japanese? Nice, nice. My dad, he said Ishida Mitsunari ain't the cold guy holding a sword or shit like that. But the actual Ishida Mitsunari is more of an accountant to Hideyoshi. Ishida was a math nerd in real life. So one thing that always interests, I find interesting with Sengoku Basara is that how they portray characters. Now, I've explained this in my retrospective videos that what Capcom like to do in Sengoku Basara is that, oh yeah, let's take historical context of characters from Sengoku Jidai and then amp their over-the-top level to 100. So, for example, Masamune was the first Japanese warlord to conduct business or to conduct trade with, foreign people, with people outside of Japan. He even went out of his way to send someone to Rome and talk to the Pope there, right? Because Masamune was the first warlord who actively tries to conduct trade with people outside of Japan, so they made Masamune in this game speak English, right? And also Masamune's nickname is the one-eyed dragon. Dragon has claws, so that's why he uses 6 swords. It's as if his 6 swords are dragon claws, right? And another historical context that they took to make it over the top in this game is Magoichi, Saika Magoichi. So, for those of you who don't know, Magoichi is not a real name. Saika Magoichi is a title. There are 3 Magoichis in history, right? There are 3 Magoichis in history. So, considering Magoichi is a title, so anyone can be Magoichi. What did Capcom do? Alright. What if Magoichi is a girl? So they made Magoichi a woman in this game. Capcom took Japanese history and amped the anime-ness to 200. I think there was one comment I got from my Basara video that explains the difference between Samurai Warriors and Sengoku Basara real well. In Sengoku Basara, it's anime pretending to be historical fiction, while in Samurai Warriors, it's historical fiction pretending to be an anime. I kind of hate the idea of assist characters. I know Kagome and Kikyo are long-range only, but I think there's a way to make their playstyle interesting. I agree. Again, you can make archers interesting. Ranmaru in Sengoku Basara was pretty well done. Tsuruhime, though I prefer Ranmaru, was pretty well done to her credit. For Samurai Warriors, I think characters like... Okay, as much as I shit on Samurai Warriors 5, I think the archer characters, like the bow moveset, was done really well. Like Nohime and Motonari. For Koei Muso games, I feel like the bow in Samurai Warriors 5 is the best archer moveset that I've seen in a Koei Muso games. A lot of the archer movesets previously to before Samurai Warriors 5 was not that good. For example, I like Huang Zhong's moveset in Dynasty Warriors 8, but he's a little bit too stationary. Juran, don't even get me started on Juran. I really don't like that moveset. So yeah, I agree with you. And also, like you mentioned about combos and how you would love to see a Sengoku Basara style gameplay on Inuyasha. That could work, but again, I'm more leaning towards a Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth game for Inuyasha. If you haven't played those games, you go check it out. It's a good mix between action RPG and a hack and slash. But at the end of the day, I play Basara because it's fun. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. Apologies, I had to enter a DM there. Oh, you're watching Gaku and Basara? Nice. That is the best reason. When I was letting my friends play, they were also having fun, even though they never played these kind of games. Nice. And it's not just, yeah, it's pretty fun. And again, the game is somewhat technical as well. The game is pretty technical for a Muso game. Juonji. How can they create Sengoku Basara 5? I don't know. Like, that is if only Capcom would make a new Sengoku Basara game. I do agree in some statements that about should Capcom make a Sengoku Basara 5 or not. I feel like when it comes to Sengoku Basara series, at least in my opinion, as I would love to see a new game, but at the same time, I feel like Capcom has done everything they need to do in Sengoku Basara. Maybe a reboot, maybe like some made up story or whatever. Again, I'm saying the possibility is there, but at the same time, I feel like even if we don't have a new Sengoku Basara game, I'm actually pretty fine with it because, again, we've done Capcom has done everything they needed to do in Sengoku Basara, at least in terms of story. But I don't really pay attention that much to the Sengoku Basara story. I played these games mostly for combat, like most Warriors games. Yeah, the main producer is not on Capcom anymore. He's in NetEase, Kobayashi Hiroyuki. But then again, we have a Metal Gear Solid remake, a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake without Kojima. So again, anything can happen, and this is, even though the producer is not there, but this IP still belongs to Capcom. I would love to do that. Translate Sumeragi the West, or not just translate. Actually, put something, make it better. Like when I say make it better, is that one thing I'd say Sumeragi is lacking is the amount of additional game modes. Like Basara 2 Heroes has insane amount of additional game modes. Like I would love, like to me, the perfect Basara game would be the gameplay of Basara 4 Sumeragi with the content of Basara 2 Heroes. And if we're gonna have a Basara 5, one thing I would love for, again, if only, I would love to see everyone in that game, like literally everyone. So Basara 4 Sumeragi, you have around 8 missing characters from Basara 2 Heroes, like Nohime, Ranmaru, Musashi. Who else? Yoshimoto, Ujimasa, those characters. I would love to see them back, especially Nohime and Ranmaru. Yeah, I've seen the result of the Super election from Capcom. Again, wait, why is the... Hold on, there's something wrong. Hello, Danny. Oh, the voice is doubled. The music. I think it's just a glitch. Hello, Chris G. Welcome. And hello, Danny the Best. Well, alright, let me finish this boss first. Oichi first. Welcome to the channel, by the way, Chris G, and welcome to the stream. First time jumping in. Thanks for your guides and suggestion for Sengoku Basara 4. Only 30 hours in, I can tell it's the best worst game, period. Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like with Sengoku Basara, as I said once before, one game's weakness is the other game's strength. Like Basara 4 Sumeragi's weakness is the amount of additional modes it has, and you can say content. Not that this game has less content, but you get the costumes, you get the rewards, you get the special cards. But I'm talking mostly on the extra game modes. Basara 2 Heroes, on the other hand, the combat is less depth than Basara 4 Sumeragi, but that game has a lot of replay value, a lot of extra modes. Maguichi Gakuen Basara awakened something within me yesterday. Yeah. Okay. I think Capcom should release Sengoku Basara 5 into global first, then it became more popular. They will port old games. We'll see about that. Oh yeah, the story and storytelling in Samurai Warriors 3, Sengoku Basara 3 is good. Alright, let me finish this boss fight first, before I can read the chat. Let's blink, blink, blink. I want to do the special power up. Wait.
兄貴と異国の海を見るまで戦なんかで死ねるかよ
That's Bale from Devil May Cry 4. It is.
ほらほら食らっちまうぞ
Except in spider form, not in frog form. Yeah, Sengoku Basara has crazy boss fights.
俺こそが不運じゃお届きやがれレンジャー以上ここに決断
The three things I'm afraid
信じてる
of in the Basara games. I haven't played the other characters in Basara 4 in DMC4.
やってくれたじゃねえか
Yeah, I know. Especially DMC4 Special Edition, considering 4 Special Edition came out after Basara 4 Sumeragi, or Basara 4 in general.
こいつがうちの技術と最古の火力を結集させた最終兵器その名も百鬼丸よ
最たる名を出すすごいよねこの子生きているわ赤き壁は
Cross.
白き壁は最
さすが百鬼丸だなんともないぜなんのびくともしねえぜもっともっと束になってかかってきな四国長宗亀軍兄貴親衛隊直属移動要塞百鬼区学絶対防衛艦
Ah, there you go.
百鬼丸
Got the blink. Ah, he's gonna use the machine gun. Look at that. Look at that.
兄貴に心配かけんじゃねえすんません
Right, I'll read the chat a little later. Let me finish this this fight. Get up, Oichi. God, that machine gun is scary. Oh. Try fighting Tadakatsu in Boss Year 2. Chris G, Samurai Heroes was my first and only other Sengoku Basara game. I did enjoy how the game progressed, and unlocking characters was definitely fun, but my biggest gripe was getting bored with the small roster. Yeah, Sengoku Basara 3 or Samurai Heroes only has 16 characters in the game. And to compensate with the small roster, you have multiple routes. You have different routes for the story mode for each character. Now, if you ever played Sengoku Basara 3, Chris G, I also recommend you play Sengoku Basara 3 Utage, the expansion of Basara 3. Unfortunately, Basara 3 Utage was not localized in the West. Again, it's basically an expansion to Samurai Heroes. It's a lot better than Basara 3. A lot of the issues, yeah, you have 30 characters to play as. Basically, you have additional 14 characters in that game. I'll check it out. Yeah, sure. Oh, I want to show you. Wait, hold on. Oh. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite moves for Nagamasa. He does a Basara attack. You can parry Basara, by the way. Takes timing. Alright, I want to do this move. Come here. He does a Power Ranger pose. Ah, who cares about IGN, honestly? The three things I'm afraid of in Basara games: the Rising Sun, the Drillatron, and Honda Tarakatsu. Which is not surprising. Yeah, Honda Tarakatsu, especially fight Honda Tarakatsu in Sengoku Basara 2. You'll have the time of your life. Speaking of the Drillatron, there's this one scene I remember in Basara 3 Utage where Mogami Yoshiaki had a drill up his ass. And I cannot help but cringe in that scene. I can feel the pain already. If you guys ever played Basara 3 Utage, hello, Mr. Mac. Welcome to the stream. Motonari. Yeah, he flew away like Team Rocket. Could you give a brief overview? Wait. Alright, drama route unlock. Alright, could you give a brief overview on what elemental effects do in 4? Now, again, as you have known that... I want to fight Matsunaga. As you have probably known, each character has their own elements, right? So... Wait, hold on. So, Darkness Element, you basically can absorb enemies' life to regenerate yours. That's what the Darkness Element does. Light Element, I do believe Light Element enables you to break defenses. Fire, it's fire, you know, you catch enemies on fire. Ice enables you to freeze enemies. Now, Ice Element in Sengoku Basara is actually nerfed in Basara 3 and 4. in Basara 2 and Two Heroes, Ice Element is probably the most broken element in the game. Basically, every hit you do, whether it's normal attack or special attack, stun locks the enemy. So imagine doing a normal attack string in which every single attack freezes you or stun lock you. Yeah. In this game, Ice Element freezes your enemies, but they're nerfed compared to Basara 2 Heroes. Like Kenshin is a broken mess in Basara 2 Heroes. Ice Element, Frozen. What are elements you got? Wind Element. Wind Element. Actually, whenever you perform an attack, you're able to absorb. Not absorb. What's the word I'm looking here for? You're able to attract enemies into you. It's kind of like creating a tornado. Like it's like a tornado. Whatever is near the tornado, it goes to the tornado. So yeah, whenever you perform an attack with the wind element, enemies will get attracted to you. What's the word I'm looking for? Enemies will drag. You can drag. Yeah, that's the word. You can drag enemies with the wind element. So okay, so fire element, you burn enemies. Ice element, you freeze enemies. Wind element, you drag enemies. You drag the nearest enemies into you. Darkness element, you're able to absorb enemies' life bar, and then regenerate yours. Light element, you're able to break enemies' defense. There are other elements in this game. For Yoshiteru, he has a specific element, a tremor element, right? Basically, his attack creates like a shockwave, like again a tremor element. And I'm not sure what does the moon element does. Again, help me chat if you're more knowledgeable than me. What does the moon element do for Rikyu? If you guys know the answer, please let me know. Oh yeah, there's also the thunder element, right? The lightning element is more or less similar to the fire element. You catch people in lightning. Yeah, exactly. The wind element is a vacuum. It's kind of like a mini vacuum. Did you see how fast Matsunaga runs? Yeah. I thought I was supposed to fight Hona Tanakatsu. Little did I know he's a freaking immune to my attacks. Now I know why I was supposed to run away. I mean, you're fighting a Gundam. What did you expect? I don't know if new Basara introduced new element, water or wood. Yeah, well, for Basara 4, you have two new elements, and they only apply for two different characters. Like I said, Ashikaga Yoshiteru has tremor element, while Rikyu, Senno Rikyu, has moon element. Okay, thanks for the info and history. You're welcome.
行かなきゃ。
ようこそ名もなき剣の石を剣のすべてを振り絞り彼を磨いてくれたまえ
I also wish this game has a versus mode. I mean, considering you have dueling stages, how come you don't have a versus mode?
美しいな数人でも残しておきたくなるほどださあ風磨いつも通り
Oh no, you don't?
撮を始めようか境地に見てうごめくそれが一切なくなるまでねやはり K は私が見込んだ通りの石くれだなさてこの風磨だがなかなかのものとは思わないかなここまで磨き上げるにはそれなりに苦心したのだよなあ求めるものとしては勝敗
Yeah, there was a versus mode in Basara 2 Utage, but not Sumeragi. There was a versus mode in Basara 2 Heroes.
否めないがね一流のものを研ぐには一流のものが入りようだ程よき音色を奏でるためにそれなりに将がいるようにね
You see that? See? The darkness element enables her to absorb enemy's life.
どうしてイチは役に立てないの？
Masunaga goes with a he goes out with a bang. I love it.
勝てる、勝てない、勝てる。打ちぬるは夏の夜の儚くも後の名を。何かしら騒がしいわね。長政、どうしたのその格好。縛られイチがどういうつもりかし
ら。魔王と東証が睨み合ってます。
Komakinaga Kute. A three-way match.
運命の針が示す先は時代が決める。
イチがどういうつもりかしら。
わからぬ。もう戦には出ないでくれと。
See.
訴えかけてきたかと思えば。
Let's take Yoshihiro. The best way to play with Oichi is by putting all attack buttons on the trigger and bumpers. All of her moves can be held. Yeah. But I just like the way she is. But that's a very creative way of playing. I know some people also have told me that they switched Ieyasu's triangle special with the R1. So basically you can hold the R1 while you're performing the normal attack combos. Let's see. I'll just leave it as it is. Oh, you mean Sword Summit, not Samurai Summit. And basically, almost every Sengoku Basara music opening song was done by TM Revolution, except Basara 2. Sengoku Basara 2 is the only... I'm not talking about two heroes. Base Sengoku Basara 2 is the only Sengoku Basara game where the opening song was not done by TM Revolution. Oh yeah, lol. That's actually a good idea about Ieyasu's R1. Yeah, so you can perform the normal attacks while holding the R1 button. That song got you in Basara in the first place? Nice. The song that got me into Basara in the first place is Blade Court from Abingdon Boys School.
伝授していただくわけには参りませぬか。怖い怖い、無理無理、お家に返して。
よう戻ってきたとね。まずはゆっくり休むがよか。薩摩隼人は虎に勝って一人前よ。おまはんらも試すとよか。
虎など少しばかりいかつい猫だと思えばよいのだ。
島津様の戦下手にはもうついていけないよ。
情けなか。おまはんらの臆病を棚にあげるんじゃなか。
この戦どうせ負けたって逃げるが勝ちよ。うちの傷が不明よ。まあ普通はそうであろうな。
兵法も剣も道理は同じじゃ。行く前から勝負は決まってんぞ。
つらいな。背の傷なんかより笑いをこらえるのが。
今なら勝てます。さあ参りましょう。
どうやら拙者この戦場にて進化せねばならぬようだな。
俺一人生き残ったって何にもならねえよな。
あまり長政を突き上がらせてはダメ。たまには締め上げてやりなさい。そんな長政様に嫌われちゃう。
Tapping boys, damn nostalgia. Remember Resonance for Soul Eater? What simple times those were. Mm-hmm.
状況を打破する策を講ずればそれがしも。
あの後ろ姿についていくだけでなんか安心するよな。
I'm not saying the original voice is superior or something, but I like subs for Sengoku Basara than dub. I mean, you and I both. Hello, Victronic. I admit I was surprised to see Laura Bailey actually reprise her role at Teppen as Oichi. Yeah.
風よ吹いてこの心を連れて行って
こうもたやすく見つかるとは引くしかないか。
I like this music. It feels very Crash Bandicoot. I mean, how at that point? How at that point? I assume she'd be too high profile for a phone game. I mean, phone games these days have really good production value, if I do say so.
あの技も身のこなしも俺には到底真似できないな。
Considering with the mobile games that we have, like your Genshin Impact, your Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, I know most of them are from MiHoYo, but still, phone games these days are very high budget, or like at the very least, their presentation and production value are high quality. Yeah, I know, but Capcom can make it's Capcom, right? But Capcom can make a high quality phone game. Not to say that Teppen is a high quality phone game, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, phone games do have really good production values as of late. So I'm not really that surprised if, let's say, a mobile game can hire top tier voice actors.
おまはんら罪じゃおまはんらも男なら度胸は見せんね
Speaking of Capcom phone game, how many of you have played the DMC Peak of Combat?
主の名に恥じぬよう振るうことこそ我らが務め。最高専用しろ。大将のためだったら時間稼ぎでも何でもするぜ。
Yeah, the DMC mobile game. Saw some clips. Yeah, I haven't played it too. I just saw some clips. Oh, it's not available in your region yet? What's your region, by the way, Shiro? I'd rather play DMC 5 anytime, of course. Oh, you're from the Philippines. I see.
うちぬるは夏の夜の儚くも後の名を
I wish I could go back to Japan to buy cheap secondhand PSP.
あれは一体どういうつもりだ。おかげで
I heard some not so great things about it. Yeah, especially the monetization because, of course.
徳川軍が豊臣に合流との
Who's our final opponent? Okay.
はっ
Hello, Terry. Welcome. Okay, so. Alright, this is one difficult boss fight.
以前のあの猿靴はあれは一体どういうつもりだ。おかげで陣頭に立ち上れるところだったではないか。
それでいいの戦場
So we're fighting Hideyoshi, Mitsunari, and Ieyasu at once. Gotta use the ultimate weapon for this. I admit, I didn't realize first that Hideyoshi was meant to be a Rao parody. Yeah, you and I both. Hideyoshi, like, I only know Fist of the North Star kind of recently, so when I watched Fist of the North Star and went back to Sengoku Basara, I immediately realized the reference. Yeah, same goes, like I said, same goes with me. I wasn't too familiar with Fist of the North Star. One thing I learned is to never clash with Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi is based off Rao, and also Keiji is based off Keiji from Hanano Keiji, which is a manga that was made by the author of Fist of the North Star. Change the music first. I don't want to get copyrighted because of TM Revolution. Let's play Hideyoshi's Basara 2 team. Wait, do we have Hideyoshi's Basara 2 theme? Yeah, let's play this one. The story is whatever it is you want to be. It clicked on me when his unique mount is a huge black horse. Yeah, Kokuo. And one of Hideyoshi's special attack in this game is the finger poke of doom, a la Rao.
私は沢あらゆる罪を逆せし刃わしは馬思いを継ぎ人を守る拳これぞ豊臣の系譜見よ日の本よこれこそが誠の力よ
あなたもあなたもみんな秀吉様のお友達
いいか家康私はまだ貴様を許してはいないああ分かっているさかつての迷いわしが生み出した歪みはこの拳で償う許す強さに戻る強さそれでこそ系譜の継ぎ手よ思い出すよ三成お前と共に戦ったあの日のことをそのような恥は忘却しろ今の勝利にのみ心を砕けその通りよただ胸を張って
One down.
私は何も悔いてはいない
Yeah, I like using Nagamasa. Kamen Rider, yeah. Nagamasa is a Kamen Rider. Alright, Ieyasu is down. Now for Hideyoshi. I mean, Nagamasa, like I said, Nagamasa is my third favorite character in Basara.
やはり今この場に真中の腕が足りぬゆえか
Yeah, I watch Kamen Rider. I love Kamen Rider. And I would, like I said, I have plans to make a new Kamen Rider video. Like Kamen Rider games video once I'm done with Basara 2 heroes altogether. My favorite Kamen Rider show is Kamen Rider Fights.
の居場所を奪わないで。
我の足を押しのけ、見事立ち上がってみせよ。
Hideyoshi is one tanky motherfucker. Yeah, I know Bad Red War. I've played it. Rider kick.
どうしてうちは役に立てないの？
天をのみ血を砕け。未来をつかむ力に。
Oh, nice parry there, Oichi. Ah, Kuga and Uiki. Those are cool shows. Hello, Hairo. Welcome to the stream. One heart. He lives with one heart.
うちぬるは夏の夜の儚くも後の名をそうこれでいいの。イチが血にまみれることで長政様を救えるならイチは何だって。
イチ
長政様、
イチもういい、もう十分だ。イチ
長政様は下がっていてイチは長政様に危ない目に遭ってほしくないの。長政様の敵はイチが全部取り払ってあげる。
もういいんだ。イチ、私は貴様が傷つくことを心よく思いはしない。
イチが傷つく？弱いからイチが怖くて情けないから。ごめんなさい、長政様、長政様。
イチ、私はお前を守る一人の男でありたいだけだ。ただ一人の。
Hello, Penyuka Adit. Welcome. And hello, Aldi. Aldi Jomok. I like to imagine at Christmas time, Oichi makes a tree out of those arms and use her NLAs, what? Enemies, you mean? Enemies as baubles? Hello, One Up Dog. Too bad this did get localized. Yeah, unfortunately. Capcom should consider a collection on current consoles. Oh, I would love that. Like, especially on Steam. Like, I feel like Capcom kind of botched the localization of Sengoku Basara since Devil Kings. And if you ask me, I feel like Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes wasn't the best start as well to... Or wasn't the best second start to localize it on the West. In my opinion, at least, considering they localized the anime series and also the manga, they should have localized Sengoku Basara to Heroes first to the West, then Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes, considering Sengoku Basara to Heroes was the start of Basara's popularity. I agree Samurai Heroes was a bit Samurai Heroes was a bit lackluster, and in my I think Sengoku Basara 3 and Samurai Heroes is a good game, but I feel like that game does not create a best first impression. Like I said, whenever I recommend a game of a series to someone, I always recommend the game that would create the best first impression. Like I said, for Sengoku Basara, the game that I would recommend are two games. Depends on who am I talking to. For example, if you're mostly a Muso player or Muso fan of fans of Dynasty or Samurai Warriors, and you're not really big into hack and slash combos, you just want to beat many enemies as possible, or you're just a casual gamer in general that doesn't really have a lot of knowledge in these kind of games, I usually recommend you to start with Sengoku Basara to Heroes. Why? Because that's how I get started with Sengoku Basara series. I recommend Sengoku Basara to Heroes to most Muso fans out there. Now, if you're someone who likes hack and slash games with a lot more technicalities, like you like the combos, you like the style, you like perform any complex movesets as possible, I usually recommend them to start with Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi, because this game, I will always say that this is my gold benchmark for a Muso game. This is the Muso game with the most complex combat, with the most in-depth combat. Dante has the same voice actor as Dante, yeah, in English. But only in the game. But in the anime, he's voiced by Robert McCollum, not Ruben Langdon. Yeah, the voice cast was fantastic. I really like the voice cast for the dub of Samurai Heroes, though. It got a lot of great voice actors, so I consider that a big W. Yeah, I agree. The reason why I don't think, again, it's not a bad game. It's a good game. Basara 3 is a good game if you are it's a better game when you are already a fan of the series. Again, I started with Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes, not Samurai Heroes. I started with Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Moving to Samurai Heroes, I noticed that the combat is a lot better, considering you can do all the special attacks in one go instead of pre-equipping them in the preparation menu, unless it's the R2 button. So, and not to mention you can perform multiple different combos in Sengoku Basara 3. Yet you have half the roster of what you got in Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. So Basara 2 Heroes has 30 characters, and Basara 3 or Basara Samurai Heroes has 16 characters. Now, another reason why I said Capcom should have released Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes prior to Basara 3, it's Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes should be localized in the West before Basara 3, is because when I talk about the anime and the manga, those were adaptations of Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. So the anime came out due to the popularity of Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. So Capcom should have capitalized with the popularity of Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, then moved to Sengoku Basara 3. Again, the way I see it, it will be easier for people to like Sengoku Basara 3 and Samurai Heroes when they are already fans of the series in general. And to get people hooked in with the series, Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes is the right game to do so. Considering you have, look at that, you have everything Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. Granted, the combat is not as complex as 3 and 4, but again, you have co-op, you have story mode for the new characters, you have conquest mode, you have tournament mode, you have versus mode. There are just so many replay value in Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. You have 8 different weapons, you can unlock armor pieces, you can have 3 different costumes for each characters that you unlock in the story mode and then the conquest mode. Again, I've explained this in detail in my Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes retrospective, so if you haven't watched that video, go check that out once I'm done with the stream. So that's why I think Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes is the better is the better game to create a first impression more so than Sengoku Basara 3, and Capcom should have localized that one first. Basara, yeah, exactly. Sumeragi would be perfect to be localized, but again, considering Basara Summer's didn't do well, it's Capcom's second attempt to localize Sengoku Basara in the West, so they just ditch localization altogether. It's unfortunate, but then again, one thing I like about niche games. Wait, hold on. There are certain things I want to talk about before I continue. Like, so for the drama route, I'm gonna switch a different secondary character. We're gonna play as Tsuruhime. We're gonna use Tsuruhime as our secondary this time. I and many others got to Sengoku Basara because of Samurai Heroes, so it's clearly worked for me. Yeah, it works for some people. Like I said, it works for some people, but I'd say for mostly casual audience, especially casual Muso players, in my opinion at least, it probably won't work well because how bare bones Sengoku Basara 3 is compared to Warriors games at the time. Unfortunately, I think the series is basically a Wimby in how it's an IP being sat on with nothing done with it. This game looks awesome and full of content, a real shame. Well, yeah, it has like the costumes, it has those cards like this, right? Cards basically to increase your challenge, like double your enemy's health. You have I forgot like what these cards do. Basically, it creates more challenge. Starting with level 1. Yeah. But where like I forgot where I was about to speak. Now damn it, I forgot what I want to say earlier about Japanese games. Again, one thing I do like about niche series, okay, especially when I'm making videos I'm making a lot of videos about niche games, whether it's Sengoku Basara, Inuyasha, Feudal Fairy Tale, Panzer Bandit, is because when it comes to niche games, you get to appreciate something that not a lot of people appreciate. You know, you get to experience something new or something rare that not a lot of people have experienced, and then sharing that experience is a really good feeling. It's like, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced sharing something that most people have not known? Like the fact that you are sharing this and then you get to share that experience to other people, and then other people get to understand what your experience is and get hooked on something that not a lot of people appreciate. That's a good feeling, in my opinion. I suppose I like 3. It doesn't feel bloated, but it is higher quality in gameplay. Exactly, like I said, Sengoku Basara 3's gameplay is definitely high quality. Definitely, like, considering it's not like your most Muso games where either you press square or triangle, right? It has more depth combat. But again, like I said, most Muso players don't really see that, like don't really see the complexity of hack and slash games. They mostly see it as it's a Muso game as a quote-unquote action strategy, even though we don't play these games for strategy. But you get what I'm saying. I still think the director of Basara still working in Capcom, only producer. Yeah, I forgot the director's name. I forgot his name. I actually made it in my... I put his name in my first Sengoku Basara retrospective, but I kind of forgot his name. Again, even if the producer has left the company, but this is still a Capcom IP, so there is a possibility for Capcom to bring back Sengoku Basara. Yeah, especially when the ones you are sharing it with are getting interested too. Yeah, exactly. I agree with niche games. I recently picked up Wild Hearts, even though I love Monster Hunter to death. I really appreciate what mechanics it was trying to introduce despite its jank. Wild Hearts, again, my friend told me, Wild Hearts have some interesting mechanics. It's a shame that Koei left that game to die. You know? It's a shame that Koei didn't improve on what they have in Wild Hearts. And it's just, instead, they just abandoned the game altogether. If anything, from what I've heard, of a friend who is a big Monster Hunter fan. Monster Hunter Wilds is going to apply the building mechanic of Wild Hearts and make it better. And again, I'm going to reiterate what my friend said about Koei and Capcom. Yamamoto Makoto, yeah, exactly. Thank you for the reminder. I immediately had more interest in this than Dynasty Wars the moment I first saw your stream. Thank you, Stick. Thank you. I recommend Sengoku Basara. Again, Sengoku Basara, in my opinion, has more style and substance than Dynasty and Summer Wars, even though I like the Koei Wars games. Getting back to Wild Hearts, so what my friend said is that it's rather interesting to see that Capcom can make a better Muso game than Koei, yet somehow Koei struggles to make a better Monster Hunter game than Capcom. Where was I? Yeah, Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts was left to die. The same can be said about Summer Wars 5. Like, Summer Wars 5 has potential. I like the art style. The combat is decent. But that game is bare bones. If anything, like an Extreme Legends or an Ultimate Edition could have helped Summer Wars 5. But right now, the ship for a Summer Wars 5 expansion has sailed. That game is left to die. If anything, like, I've seen people talk about Summer Wars 5 Empires or Summer Wars 5-2. Like, I would love to see a 5-2, but at the same time, the ship for an expansion of Summer Wars 5 has sailed long and gone. And a Summer Wars 5 Empires. I've said it before, I don't see Summer Warriors, I don't see an Empires games, so I don't see an Empires game with what we have in Summer Wars 5. Considering Summer Wars 5 only have 37 characters and only 15 movesets, I don't see how you can do that in an Empires game. So what, you're just gonna have 15 movesets for all of Japan? And not to mention, the characters there are only focused on the Nobunaga era. What are you gonna do if you're gonna make a... So I had a discussion with Chris Gildart, 2 discussions, about Summer Wars 5 Empires. So in his opinion, there's 2 ways you can make a Summer Wars 5 Empires work. One, you cut the map, so you only have the center region of Japan, which we are in agreement. That doesn't work for, like, that will not work well in an Empires game. That kind of completely kills the purpose of an Empires game. It's like, it's going to be the smallest Warriors Empires game if ever Koei and Omega Force makes a Summer Wars 5 Empires, but only the center map of the Japan is present. You either cut the map or you add more characters to represent the Hojo, represent the Date, represent the Shimazu, represent the Chosokabe. And at that point, why not just make a Summer Wars 6 instead? If you're gonna add so many characters for... Like, if you're gonna add characters for Summer Wars 5 Empires, you're going to add so many characters to, like... you're gonna add so many characters in that title. To the point where they might as well just make a Summer Wars 6. And also, I might apologize for not reading the comment, because once again, YouTube didn't load the live chat for whatever reason. Okay, so let me read the comment first, or the live chat. I don't get why they didn't just release Tokiden 3. I mean, that's already an established name. Everybody talking about Monster Hunter while we God Eater fans are starving for new content. I know a friend of mine who is a big God Eater fan. Iconic Capcom makes better Muso games, but Koei can't make better Monster Hunter game. And also, hello Alberto Salazar, welcome to the stream. Capcom has their lineage in arcade roots. They just understand fighting and beat 'em up mechanics really well. Again, not to mention, like, I'd say Capcom had a lot of understanding in a lot of different genres. Fighting games, action, hack and slash, survival horror. They're just a better video game company overall. I feel like there won't be, especially since they released Summer Wars 4 Deluxe on stream recently. Yeah, Summer Wars 4 DX. Oichi, yeah. And I've noticed that as well in Koei. I feel like I've seen they're putting surveys for Summer Wars 4 DX, right? They're quite pumping up the release of Summer Wars 4 DX on Steam, to the point where it actually kind of proved my point on last time when I said that Koei loves to, like, reinvent. Like, they love to reboot something. They love to restart or do a massive overhaul in that in games. Again, Dynasty Wars 6, Dynasty Wars 9, Summer Wars 5. They like to do overhauls with no direction. And instead of, okay, looking where we do, like, they completely change everything only for them to come back to square one, right? Oh, let's do a reboot in Summer Wars 5, and then it didn't work out, and they didn't figure out why it didn't work out. So let's just play it safe again. Let's just re-release Summer Wars 4 and forget that Summer Wars 5 ever exists, which, by the way, Summer Wars 4 has been re-released 3 times at this point. First time as a 10th anniversary game, second time Summer Wars 4 DX as a 15th anniversary game, and now we have the 20th anniversary of Summer Wars with Summer Wars 4 DX. Koei Collection put out a video about Summer Wars 4 DX, and he said, what are we going to do with the 25th and 30th anniversary? Are we going to rely on Summer Wars 4 again? To be fair, Capcom have been making Monster Hunter games longer. Exactly. I mean, Koei has been making Muso games longer, but yet somehow they were able to perform better in Sengoku Basara in terms of gameplay. Monster Hunter is a money print for Capcom, and Producer Series is the Producer Series is a second of Capcom founder. I mean, considering I get it, like Monster Hunter is one of Capcom's big 3, the other being Street Fighter and Resident Evil. So of course they're gonna invest more on the titles that that I'd say have the biggest market. I feel like Dynasty Wars 6 give them trauma, or at least that many of the fans back then did not like the change. Again, it's okay. Let's start. It's not about the change that I have a problem with. It's changing something just for the sake of it. I mean, the second son of Capcom's founder. I see. It's like, ironically, Dynasty Wars 6 and Dynasty Wars 9, they wanted to make the combat more in-depth, but it ended up being more dumbed down. Damn it, I forgot to change the music again. Yeah, always like this. I've seen a video. I don't know if you ever seen the video, or how many of you have subscribed to this channel called The Night Owl. He does Dynasty Wars content. So I've seen this video about... He posted a video called Dynasty Wars 9 combat is better than you think. So we actually had a discussion, me and my community on Discord, and do you think Dynasty Wars 9 combat is depth or better? All of them say no. I grant that one of the, you could say one of the biggest change, or one of the biggest change in one of the biggest change in Dynasty Wars 9 was that, oh, you don't have square triangle anymore. You have flow attacks, you have reactionary attack, and then you have the R1. But here's where my problem lies with the flow attacks in Dynasty Wars 9. I'm not talking about clones, by the way. The flow attacks in Dynasty Wars 9 is a free infinite. That's why I can't consider... Yeah, Capcom has been making beat-em-up games a lot longer. Yeah, that's why I said they're a lot more... They're master of their crafts a lot more than Koei. Going back to Dynasty Wars 9 combat, the problem I have with Dynasty Wars 9 is that, yes, you have all these R1s to make characters unique, but at the end, you're just spamming square button because the square button is a free infinite. I don't like clones as well. I don't like clones, especially with weapon swapping. One thing I always reiterate, or one thing I always mention in Sengoku Basara is personality, right? Every character is unique, and every character does not play the same. Like even in Dynasty Warriors, for example. In Dynasty Warriors, even when characters are not cloned, but every character has the same pattern. Like square triangle is a launcher, square triangle is a stun, and then square triangle is an all-around attack. In Sengoku Basara, nobody shares a pattern. Yeah, flow attacks is basically normal attacks in Dynasty Wars 9. It's basically attack dependent on the state of the enemy. Because it depends on the state of the enemy, the way, how do I say it? The way Dynasty Wars 9 present the combat or the combo, the flow attacks are free infinites. If you ever play Dynasty Wars 9.
一は長政様を失いたくない
And another thing I don't like about Dynasty Wars 9 gameplay is that there's no combat progression. As in, like, your character from level 1 to level 100 will have the exact same moveset. You do not unlock new moves, you do not unlock new skills as your character progresses. You are stuck with the same skill from level 1 to level 100.
信じてから
Part of it is that Sengoku Basara has a smaller roster. The early games had moveset clones. Exactly. I'm not denying that. Sengoku Basara 1 has clones. Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, 2 characters have clones. But that's one of the biggest advantages of Sengoku Basara. Like, this game is... This and Sanada Maru, or not Sanada Maru, speaking of Sanada Yukimura, is the Basara game with the largest roster. This game has 40 characters and everyone is unique. In Dynasty Warriors, they keep adding new characters, which a lot of them don't even really have a purpose. They're just there. Like, can you tell me with a straight face, Shahuji is an important character? Like, Sai Wenji is an important character. They're just there to add up new characters in the roster.
私があの日手に入れ損ねたお市様をそのような心がけこそ悪となぜ
And another thing, like I mentioned this in terms of game design. A lot of people said that they don't like Basara because the maps are too linear. But here is where the game design is different. In Sengoku Basara, yes, the maps are linear. However, when Capcom created these maps, they have bosses and characters in mind. Like, I give example, Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes. In Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, every character has a stage where they are the main boss, where they are the commander. Every character has a stage. In this game, almost every character has a stage. Some characters are just sub-bosses, like Kotaro doesn't have a stage, right? Doesn't have a stage where he's the final boss or he's the main boss. He's always a sub-boss. Nagamasa and Oichi, unfortunately, they're sub-bosses in stages. They don't have a stage where they are the main boss, which is unfortunate. Sasuke and Kasuga don't have a stage where they are the main boss, but overall, they have stages, like they have characters in mind when they create this stage. The stage revolves around the boss that you're fighting against. Meanwhile, in Dynasty Warriors, yes, some stage revolves around certain characters, but a lot of them, considering they are big stages, they have certain characters in that stage in mind. But most of the stages are like, okay, we have a big stage. What characters we are going to put in this stage? Right? Most of the commanders of that stage most of the commanders in Dynasty or Summer Warriors are your leader characters, like your Cao Cao, your Sun Quan, your Liu Bei, Guan Yu. Like, characters like Han Dang doesn't have a stage of his own where he shines. No, right? Characters like what? Sai Wenji, characters like Yue Jin, Li Dian, well, they have Hefei, but most characters don't have a stage where, like, don't have a defining stage, you could say. So, again, this is based on a discussion I had with some friends on Discord. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is that Sengoku Basara stage design, so they have characters and they want to make stages for these characters. Right? They have characters in mind to create a stage. So the stage revolves around characters, while in Koei Muso game it's the other way around, mostly. Oh, we have stages and let's throw what characters is in this stage based on their quote-unquote historical accuracy. Out of all the Summer Wars games, which is the most fun to play in Basara-like, none of them are Basara-like. A lot of the combats are very simplistic for Summer Warriors. But the ones I like to play the most are Summer Warriors 2 and Summer Wars 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking mainly on, yeah, this map, like, maps in Basara 3 and 4 are not linear. Mostly maps in the older Basara games, like Basara 1 and 2. And another point that I keep hearing about why maps are bigger in in Samurai or Dynasty Wars is because, Dynasty Warriors is not a hack and slash game. It's a tactical action strategy game. Like, come on, dude. Like, are we... I know I repeat myself with that, but every time I hear that, it's like... Every time I hear why people say Dynasty Warriors is better than Sengoku Basara is because, it's not a typical hack and slash game. You need to use strategy when you play Dynasty or Samurai Warriors. But come on, dude. Let's not bullshit ourselves there. That is a fun comparison. Faction based, even though like Dynasty Warriors on the PS, like Dynasty Warriors 5, Dynasty Warriors 6, Samurai Warriors 2, 3, they are character based games. Oh yeah, some characters do are bosses in dual stages. Most of the ninja characters are sub bosses. I like this music. It feels very 90s Marvel versus Capcom like music. I did tell Night Owl about Muso combat. I told him if you wanna experience a good Muso game with best, if you wanna experience a good Muso combat, go play Sengoku Basara 4 Sumeragi. Oh yeah, the OST is pretty good. It's composed by Kondore, who composed the music for DMC4 and the Bayonetta series. Yeah, exactly, Alberto. Some stages in Sengoku Basara have second or third path to approach bosses. I always compare the stages in Sengoku Basara to gyms in Pokemon, where they focus, where the focus is more on main bosses, while the stage in Warriors are like historical conflicts with a broader focus. That's why, like in Dynasty Warriors, the gameplay is mostly about missions in this in stages.
Oichi様、お認めください。この今を。あなたをお守りいたします。私なら全てを受け入れられる。いや。花をめずるあなたも、夜を抱くあなたも。なぜなら私は。悪名、貴様ごときに我が妻は奪わせぬ。
Ah, my favorite theme in Sengoku Basara. I love Oichi's theme. That's what I like about Basara and Danny. Some stories are serious, dark, and then some stories are just comedic. Like, I'm looking at you, Sorin, Yoshiaki. That's Katsuie, by the way. The green guy, it's Shibata Katsuie. I know he's a pretty boy compared to Summer Warriors Katsuye.
嘘だ嘘だ嘘だ認めないこんな今だぞ断じて認めない
Kind of feel bad for Katsuye in a way. He got cucked by Nagamasa. His stage theme is literally Mario Kart track music. Oh, you're a game developer, Tohu? Nice.
うちぬるは夏の夜の儚くも後のなお
Oh yeah, Katsuye is easily top tier. I like Katsuye too. Have to subscribe. Love the Sengoku Basara content. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, Capcom weak part is their story in game. I mean, it's not like Capcom hasn't made any good stories before. To me, the Capcom game with the best story is still Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, at least in my opinion. Or we're fighting the Azuchi Four Kings. One thing I find weird is that Samurai Warriors 5, they made Ieyasu look like Katsuye. Yes! In Samurai Warriors 5, Ieyasu looks like Katsuye. Specifically, he states that Jin would not be a marketable protagonist for Japanese audience because he looks like a scruffy old dude. Who are we talking about here? Ace Attorney. Yeah, Ace Attorney is good. Has a good story. I'd say Mega Man X has a good story. Right, here it is. The final stage. We're fighting the 3 unifiers of Japan and also Ashikaga Yoshiteru.
行かなきゃ
この国の強き息吹が2ついや3つ吹き込んだかさあたぎれ魔王よ覇王よ今は名もなき絆の王よ
兄者よこの私浅井長政が義により助立ちする兄様一たちはもう
Oh, for Tekken players, Oichi's voice actor, Noto Mamiko, voiced Jun Kazama in Tekken. Oh, Jin, the protagonist of Ghost of Tsushima, who voiced Masamune in Basara, by the way. Yeah, another series I would love to see back, Mega Man X.
違うな、あのおのずからあれは作り上げたのだ。野鳥のさえずりごとき耳を傾くまでもなし。
Where Jin devil powers comes from? Well, his devil power comes from his dad, not his mom.
当落教の暗愚な王とそしらばそしれ。世は本人に手間と。さあ来い、友よ。これほどの戦に立ち会えたこと感謝せねばな。
Azai's soul is now in Oichi's body. I pray for Mega Man X9, but yeah. Well, we have a new Mega Man game, Mega Man X game, Mega Man X Dive. I know it's a mobile game, but at least it's something.
さて、
かなる友と出会えるものかな。
Hello, Keith. Welcome. She's just pretending to be him. Perhaps, I mean, you know Oichi.
切り開け。何としてもなさねばならんのだ。
兵に動揺が広がっておるな。早いところ落ち着かせねば。皆の者、我らが魔王様を信じよ。今なすべきは猿の軍勢を打ち払うことよ。我が軍は勝利あるのみ。突撃せよ。はは滅びへと誘うだけの天ならば、こちらから願い下げよう。
わかった。
よし、一どちらがたくさん枯れるか競争だ。
集いし者らのすべて小物よ。あざけり一つも湧きもせぬ。総力をもって世に当たらなんか、その豪華ミッション。よく言う。
オイチを呼ぶ声が聞こえたもの。
それしきのことで背に乗るでないわ。我が軍の将までも毒に侵されていようとはな。信長様に敵はない。それが不幸の始まりなのかもな。足利の統治は誤っていた。正しき知性は豊臣にあり。悪者の毒さえにここを通すわけにはいかんのだ。そう今揃って姿
Hello, Sayang. Welcome.
よう誰と任じておるが、全てを捨てて前進する秀吉様のように。
その方が世に勝るにないとは限らんぞ。
イチ、とても急いでいるの。だから許してね。連れて行ってあげるね。優しい思い出の中に。
Ya nama kamu itu, jadi kamu mau dipanggilnya apa dong?
猫の心を殺意で。
愚かな王がもたらす国、そして強兵。我が正すはそれのみよ。
所詮が去るよ。偽りの王よ。良きかな。
She's suffering from extreme grief. Yeah,
豊臣が将の意地
like she always do
俺に見せ
since Sengoku Basara 2.
止まり候。ご安心くだされ。我らの優位は揺るぎませぬ。信長様の
Yeah, Oichi is lost in suffering.
乱世であることの証明よ。
It's one of the things that I find Sengoku Basara charming. She's dark, melancholic, and then she's paired with someone who is energetic and superhero-like.
止められぬか。
So she can have a happy ending, Basara 5. That is if we have a Basara 5.
あえて言うが、もう一段上の猛者を置くべきではないかな。粛清の手間も省けた。
見事だ。一、それでこそ私の妻。
She should just join Sorin and the Church of Zavism. I mean, considering Nagamasa's older sister is part of Zavis, is part of Zavism, why not?
最初から全軍投じると思うてか。
You and I both, Danny. I always like to compare since, like I said, Hideyoshi is a parody of Rao. I guess Ieyasu is a parody of Kenshiro.
陽気の象徴己であるおやめし者よ
秀吉様は相変わらずお強いのね。でもイチも一人じゃないから弱くはないわ。
おお、久しいな徳川殿。本田殿は元気にしているか？
I know a lot of people like Oichi. A lot of people say Oichi is best girl, but still, to me, best girl is Matsu.
ああ、とても元気だよ長政殿。
失い壊れるのであれば望むべきではなかったのだ。愛を求めたがゆえにお前は己自身すら失った。
Suibe is wearing a skirt too short, but she wears shorts underneath.
おいちだ。わしはあなたの幸せを壊してしまうのかもしれないな。
どうしたの徳川様。どうして
Best girls, Maguichi and Noime, fight me.
あの日々を知らない
Sorry, bro, Matsu.
一は
Typical, yeah, anime high school girl.
一は弱くてもよかった。
And Tsuruhime is one of those characters I just can't hate,
相手が
especially with her theme song.
絆、それはとても尊いものだ。だが今のあなたはそれでも一人な。
おかしなことを言うものだな。私とイチはこの通り。この
She wears her skirt too damn high.
魔王よこれもお前がもたらす病の一環よ。背よき者を育てねばこうした輩がはびこるのみだ。
秀吉様、兄様は悪く言わないで。
長政殿、わしが必ずやお市殿を送り届ける。だからそちらで共に幸せをつかんでくれ。
我が波動に立ちはだかる者は粉砕ある。一よお前は一体どこへ行く。是非もなし。世の城を蝕む小虫どもが踏み潰してくれる。
Ieyasu moves are too boxing focused to be Kenshiro, you mean? I mean, I get his moveset is based off Beowulf from Devil May Cry.
私がそばにいるではないか。
分かったわ。
言わなけらく第五天魔王が。
兄様、一体何を言っているの？
おのずから楽を生み出すことこそ気楽の本懐ぞ。夢幻に溺る貴様には
Where's Nobunaga?
手つけよ。
兄ちゃん、身内への言葉にしては。
Kasuga is just a horny ninja. I know why people like her.
常に高潔で
She's Basara's plot.
妹にも密かに心砕く。そんなメイ君であったはずだ。
貴様の理想など知らぬわ。死人の口まで借りてのざれ言がそれか。
Kasuga is best girl, yeah, because you're all horny.
ここにいるの。足が痛い。
Especially since the cast is primarily anime pretty boys. Yep, that's Sengoku Basara for you. A lot of anime husbandos. I mean, I've already said it multiple times. Best husbando in Sengoku Basara is Kojiro. Don't at me. Kojiro is best boy. I know Sengoku Basara is pretty damn popular with Fujoshis, if you know what I'm saying.
長政様
世が望むは人々がたぎろう熱き時代、すべてのものがさんさんと輝く生きた時代。さあ友よ、今こそ創世の時。
I wouldn't call Cammy horny, but yeah, she's attractive, yes. She's sexy. Well, Kasuga has the sex appeal of Cammy, but the moves of Chun-Li, because she has the spinning bird kick in Sengoku Basara.
世が与えるまでもなくこれほどの型を得ていると。いや見事だ。いささか焼けるな。
将軍様
Cupid arrow.
与えられても一は喜べません。
剣さえいなければ
I'm gonna defeat the Shogun with the power of love.
そうか。その方はマリアの敬類だった。ならばその方が
Oh, damn.
望むまま重き無念を晴らすがよい。
行くぞ一望まぬ戦を強いる巨悪に義の鉄槌を下すのだ。はい
長政様一はどこまでもついていきます。
議場下校帝の上に正義あり。
これはたまらないな。マリアめ、もっと早くに広めてくれればいいもの。至りて狂いし夫婦の被害合わせ定めの旋盤を。
くるりくるりと繰り合い
Yeah, so many popular Gundam voice actors in this game. I mean, Sengoku Basara, you could say, is just a reunion of Gundam Seed casts. Uh-oh. He goes full Super Saiyan mode. I know, yeah, Ashikaga's voice actor voiced Char in Gundam, and also Durandal in Gundam Seed, and Shanks in One Piece.
この調子だ友よ。胸が望むまま欲するものをつかみ取れ。
Japan loves Gundam. The One Piece is real. Hitoshi Sakimoto. I'm not familiar with that. Can you give me some context here?
少し歩き疲れたね長政様。
浅い備前の神たる者弱音を吐くな一。
そうよね、ごめんなさい。一はもっとしっかりしなきゃ。一が全部守ってみせるから。だからいつまでもそばにいてね長政様。
ああ、いつまでも一緒だ一。
Yeah, she's role-playing herself as Nagamasa. I feel popular Gundam voice actors just make up the industry from mid-90s to late 2000s. That's low-key adorable and somewhat terrifying, if you ask me. Alright, let's finish it up. It is adorable and messed up at the same time. Like, why I said this is a low-key Gundam Seed reunion is because, again, you have a lot of Gundam Seed voice actors in this game. Kira Yamato is Yukimura. Kira Yamato is Yukimura. Athrun Zala is Hanbei. Mulaflaga is Sasuke. Who else you got here? Mulaflaga is Sasuke. Durandal is Yoshiteru. What else you got? Oh, Auel is Keiji. Luna Maria is Naotora. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's a Gundam Seed reunion. Okay, let's finish up. Finish it up. Finish this. Yeah, it's finished. Okay, so yeah, that's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kira is good. That's it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining this lovely live stream of Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi with Oichi. Thank you so much. Like, I'm really glad if I can introduce Sengoku Basara to your audience. I'm really happy for that because, again, this game is pretty damn niche and it deserves more views. It deserves more recognition than that of just the regular Muso game. So yeah, the next stream will be Fumakotaro, and once we're done with Fumakotaro, we're done with the entire cast of Sengoku Basara 2. Then we move to the cast of Sengoku Basara 3. Now, I've said it before that July 7th, I will be flying out of town for work, around 2 weeks, at most 2.5. So if I'm going in July 7th, I'll be back here around July 20th or 21st. Or 21st, not 21st, 21st. So there will be no content during the 2 weeks, middle of July. But I'm trying to get this one video before July 7th. It's Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes gameplay explained video. I don't know how fast I can work on that, and considering my current job is pretty busy. But if I don't make that video, I'm still gonna stream some Sengoku Basara for Sumeragi, like characters like Kotaro, Ieyasu, Mitsunari before July 7th. But we'll see what I can do before that date. And also make sure to if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. Subscribe to my second channel as well, Paripi Profar playthroughs. I am uploading Tekken 8 gameplay on the second channel. So if you like some Tekken action, go to the second channel and subscribe to that. If you want to join I'm mostly active on Discord. So if you want to join the community on Discord, link to the Discord server is in the description below. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are. Peace out.